So a couple of weeks ago, we had covered VR Troopers issue number 1, and a couple of theories popped up from that. The first one that I'll be discussing more than likely will happen, but I'm going to call it a theory regardless, just in case they decide to pull a switcheroo and do something else. And the other one is definitely a theory because there really isn't anything besides like a mention of it in the issue as to a possibility. So with that mentioned, or that stated, let's go ahead and get into the first theory, which is alright, so this one most likely will come to pass in the way that I believe it will happen. But I'm going to call it a theory just in case the writers of the VR Trooper comic line decide to subvert the reader's expectations. But I believe the mysterious figure's identity is going to be Ryan's father. Now, there's a couple pages in the issue itself that backs this claim, along with it's like an episode or two of another one of Saban's IPs that also sort of backs this up in terms of like story idea. So in the issue, they talk with Zarish, and she mentions that Ryan's father had died due to the experiment that he was performing going into another universe. And in fiction, we all know that if there isn't a body, that character didn't die. So there's that little bit of information. Their other page is actually at the end. Now, I didn't mention it in the video for the first issue, as I overlooked it, kind of. But the mysterious figure is shown on the top part of the screen with Ryan on the bottom. And it has the mysterious figure with a photo that I believe is the exact same in Ryan's old stuff box. So there's that little bit of information right there. And the last bit of proof that helps back up my claim of the mysterious figure being Ryan's father actually comes from another Saban property, that being Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. More specifically, Zeo. Now, there were at least a couple episodes where Tommy actually ended up getting kidnapped and was brainwashed into thinking he was the Machine Empire, the Emperor of the Machine Empire. It ultimately took Jason fighting him and removing his helmet for Tommy to be undone from the brainwashing. But I believe that's what the Boom Studio team for the VR Trooper comic line is taking inspiration from. Now, if they're going to subvert expectations, the theory could be that it's a clone of Ryan, and it's just got a photo of him and his dad. But most likely it's going to be the first one. Now, this other theory is actually a lot closer to, say, like a wish list item. But I'm going to name it a theory regardless. And that is the TV show VR Troopers is one of the universes in this comic line's multiverse. Now, there's only a little bit of evidence to back this up, and it's like at least for now, it feels like a throwaway line, from Varish, and that is when they were testing the tech that the mysterious figure was using. JB was talking about. It's like, yeah, this is from Earth. But it's not from this Earth. And Varish is like, yeah, that's because there's a multiverse with other Earths that might have something slightly different in each of them. And when I read that, the first thing that kicked my mind was, hey, one of these Earths could very well be the Earth that had the TV show on it. So I don't know if they're actually going to do it. It would be interesting to see like a comic book take on the live action TV show from the 90s, but that's more of a wish list item, like I said. So who knows? It could happen. It could just not happen. But we'll see. And with that out of the way, that's going to do it for today's video. Next week, I have something else in mind. My thoughts on the recent, Fantastic Four movie. So, until next time, everyone, goodbye.